SpectrumTv, broadening your horizon.
Hello and welcome to Spectrum News at 4. I am Francis Edate, coming to you live from the beautiful hills of Ibiakuran. Let's take a look at the headlines. Sowore faces fresh arraignment in court on treasonable felony. Malami's latest toll arraignment of Senator Stella Udwa. Australia to allow entry for fully vaccinated visa holders from December 1st. Details of these stories and more in a moment. We begin the news with a report that leader and convener of alleged revolution known, Omoyele Sowore, has been arraigned afresh on alleged treasonable felony at the Federal High Court in Abuja. Sowore is to be put on fresh trial by the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice Abubakar Malami on behalf of the Nigerian government in a charge marked ABJ/CR/CS/365/19. Report says the alleged revolutionist would take his fresh plea before Justice Obiora Ogwatu today, following the transfer of the former trial judge, Justice Ijoma Ojukwu, to Calabar in Cross River State. Still from the judiciary, the arraignment of a former Minister of Aviation, Senator Stella Udwa, before Justice Nyang Ekwo of the Federal High Court, Abuja, has been stalled. Udwa was to be arraigned on a 25-count charge, along with 8 other defendants, all of who were present in court. Report says Udwa and her co-accused could not take the plea because of an application by one of the defense lawyers and senior advocate of Nigeria, Ogu Onoja, asking the court not to go on with taking the plea. Onoja, who spoke on behalf of other defendants, told the court that there was a petition dated January 29th to the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice in respect of the charge. The letter of complaint, according to Onoja, claimed that Udwa and the other defendants are being persecuted. According to the senior lawyer, having submitted the petition to the AGF, he requested for the file, but up till now, the EFCC vehemently refused to remit the file to the Accountant General of the Federation. The senior lawyer queried why the AGF would request for a file to review a criminal charge and the EFCC will refuse to hand it over, adding that the plea could not be taken on account of the issue at hand. Parties were asked to file written addresses on the issue and the case adjourned to February 10, 2022. Away from that, a Brazil-based drug dealer, Okafor Moses, has been arrested by the operative of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA, over 2.55 kilograms of cocaine recovered from a toilet at the e-arrival hall of the Murtala Muhammad International Airport, Ikeja, Lagos. According to a statement by the NDLEA spokesman, Femi Babafemi, the drug was discovered in the toilet of the airport after it was dumped there by a trafficker who was scared of being caught by narcotic officers positioned at the airport. The actual owner of the consignment, Okafor, reportedly arrived at the airport from Brazil the following day via an Ethiopian airline and was promptly arrested. In a related development, the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Farouk Yahaya, has ordered soldiers to be brutal on bandits, directing the soldiers to kill the bandits and bring back their weapons, saying the order became necessary because of the war situation the country found itself. General Yahaya gave the charge during his visit to the headquarters of the Training and Doctrine Command, Nigerian Army. The Army Chief commended the efforts of the soldiers, adding that the essence of the visit was to interact with the troop, ginger them more to do better. Away from that, the Central Center for Democracy and Development has thrown its weight behind the report of the Lagos State Judicial Panel of Inquiry on restitution for the victims of NSAS protests. The group, in a statement issued by its director, Idayat Hazant, demanded full implementation of the report led by Justice Doris Oguwobi, warning against attempts to discredit the document. It said the necessity for a white paper report should not override the objective of addressing key social justice issues that the report sought to address, adding that the Lagos State Governor should know that it was a defining moment for his leadership. In the meantime, Socioeconomic Rights and Accountability Project, SERAP, has reportedly filed a lawsuit against President Muhammadu Buhari. The suit is said to be for failure to publish names of those indicted in the alleged misappropriation of more than 6 trillion naira in the running of the Niger Delta Development Commission, NDDC, between 2000 and 2019, as documented in the recent forensic audit reports on NDDC. In the suit filed at the Federal High Court, Abuja, SERAP is seeking an order of mandamus to direct and compel President Muhammadu Buhari to publish the names of those indicted. The suit, which has been assigned to Justice Binta Nyako at Court 2, is fixed for hearing next Monday, November 29th. Elsewhere, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, has been given a 48-hour ultimatum by the Kogi State government to apologize and retract a statement that it kept 20 billion naira bailout fund meant to pay salaries in a commercial bank intended to yield interest. In a briefing in Lagos, the Kogi State Commissioner for Information, Kingsley Fanwo, said the state government did not open or create the said account. Fanwo equally challenged the anti-graft agency to produce the account mandate and details of those who operated it. He said the state government had gotten the bank's response, which allegedly exonerated them from running the account. Reports says goods and properties worth millions of naira have allegedly been lost to a fire incident in Port Harcourt, Rivers State. The fire, which lasted for more than 10 hours, began in an old premises of a moribund private company on Isiokpo Street in the D-Line area of the city. While the cause of the fire is yet to be known, residents and the Rivers State government suspect that the abandoned tankers in the premises may have been used by people who trade in illegally refined petroleum products, which ignited the fire. Although the fire has been put out, men of the Federal Fire Service and the government have urged residents to be observant and careful to avoid a fresh spark. In a separate development, a combined team of policemen and vigilantes in Ozoro community in Delta State, led by CSP Ogodigbe Aregumen, have arrested a 77-year-old gun runner, Michael Enipozi, for illegal manufacturing of gun in the state. Reports say Enipozi was arrested with 1 live cartridge, while 2 other members of his criminal gang escaped. Former Director of Protocol and Zamfara State Governorship aspirant for the 2023 general election, Sagia Hamidu, has reportedly been killed by armed bandits along Kaduna-Abuja Road. The Kaduna State Police Command could not but reach 4 reactions as that pressed time, including the command's public relations officer, ASP Mohammed Jalige. Back here in the state, Akwa Ibom State Governor Udom Emmanuel has again refuted the insinuations that the state government was owing entitlements of workers in the state, stressing that his administration has been paying salaries and other entitlements of workers and pensioners in the state, even with the dwindling resources. The governor, who stated this at the Government House monthly prayer service, also urged the people of the state to form the habit of appreciating God for the relative peace, development, and modest achievements recorded in the state during his administration. The governor, who was speaking on the backdrop of criticisms by sections of the society on alleged non-payment of retirement benefits to some retired workers, again appealed for more understanding, adding that the protests were being sponsored to discredit the achievement of the state government. In Africa, Sudan's deposed prime minister and the top general that ousted him a month ago have signed a deal to reverse the military takeover. However, thousands of demonstrators in multiple rallies rejected the deal, shouting no to military power and demanding that the armed forces fully withdraw from government. Medics said a 16-year-old boy was shot and killed in Khartoum's twin city, Omdurman, bringing the overall death toll since last month's coup to 41. The Speaker of the ECOWAS Parliament, Sidi Tunis, has called on presidents and leaders of West African nations to ensure obedience to the Community Court of Justice ruling, giving a remark